My fiancée let her best friend disrespect me in my own house while living off my money. Then she gave me an ultimatum: apologize or leave. So I said, you have it coming, and ended everything. I'm 32, forensic accountant in Austin. My job is finding every dirty financial secret people try to bury and laying it out so cleanly even the worst scumbags can't weasel out. I bought a 1960s ranch for $180,000 and poured $47,000 and 3 years of sweat equity into it, worth $300,000 by the time I was done. Then I met Valerie, 28, first-year MBA at UT, sharp, ambitious. When she said student loans were stressing her out, I said, focus on school. I've got this. I started cutting checks to UT's bursar, $52,000 a year in tuition. When her car died, I bought her a 2019 Honda Accord, $1,600, title in my name. When her lease ended, she moved into my house. I covered the mortgage, taxes, utilities, groceries. Then there was Miles, her ride or die best friend, self-proclaimed creative director, 3 paying clients, a BMW that lived at the mechanic. Every interaction was the same routine. You seem different lately, Val. Some of us pursue passion. Others are more practical. He pronounced practical like a character flaw, but the real game was the money. Every 6 weeks, his BMW broke down. Valerie kept transferring cash from our joint account, the one only I funded, to bail him out. Then his rent kept being short. I kept records. $2,945 in BMW repairs, $2,350 in rent shortfalls. Never paid back. Once. I'm a forensic accountant. I noticed patterns. I just kept collecting. Then I closed the biggest case of my career. Took down a CFO hiding $4 million in losses. Substantial fee. So I threw a celebration. Premium steaks, my friends. Real wine. 40 minutes late, Miles walked in without knocking, used Valerie's key, and headed straight for my top shelf liquor. Then he turned to Valerie with that fake concerned look. Grant's a great provider. Stable. But let's be honest. We both know you could do way better than him. Dead silence. I caught the smallest nod from Valerie before she looked at her plate. Not embarrassed by what he said. Embarrassed he'd said it out loud. I set down my fork. Fascinating assessment. What exactly does doing better look like? He stuttered. Someone creative, like me. I pulled out my phone. Valerie's MBA tuition, $52,000 a year. Her Honda, $1,600. Monthly household expenses, $4,200. All funded by me. Then I pulled out my notebook. Yes, I kept records. Your BMW repairs, $2,245. Your rent shortfalls, $2,355. None repaid. I looked up. So your position is, a man who has invested over $150,000 in Valerie's future is somehow inferior to a man who has extracted $4,600 from her accounts while contributing nothing. Have I summarized your argument accurately? Miles looked like he'd been hit by a car. That's when Valerie shot up so hard the chair scraped. I cannot believe you did that to him in front of everyone. He humiliated himself. She straightened, made sure everyone was watching. Apologize to Miles right now, or we're done. Done. The room held its breath. I smiled. Then it's over. You have it coming, sweetheart. I picked up my drink and walked into the kitchen. She gasped like she'd been hit. For the first time in our relationship, someone hadn't done what Valerie wanted. She left with Miles, convinced I'd come crawling back. I went full forensic instead. Within 72 hours, UT bursar stopped all tuition payments. Her $26,000 spring payment was due in 18 days. My firm removed her from the summer internship I'd arranged, the one leading to a $95,000 offer. Insurance dropped from my auto policy. Then I had her car towed back from Miles's apartment. Title was mine. Payments were mine. All legal. 3 weeks later, she showed up at my door, shaking. You can't do this. What about school? You ended us. My investment in your future ended with it. She had to withdraw 4 months before graduating. Walked away with $73,000 in loans. No MBA, no career. But I wasn't done with Miles. I followed his cash trail. He'd been running his photography business completely off the books for 4 years. I compiled a full report and sent it to the IRS and the Texas Comptroller. Within 10 weeks, IRS audit. $31,000 in back taxes. Eviction, clients gone. 2 weeks before eviction, Miles abandoned Valerie. Just disappeared. Last I heard, he moved back to Houston and works at a portrait studio for $18 an hour. She still tells people I'm a controlling monster who manipulated her finances to trap her. She forgets the part where she gave me an ultimatum and I just accepted it.